What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to what I hope is the last episode in this series here. So we're getting really close to finishing up the Forester, and it's like I said before, it's really close. All I need is technically fluids. I need to put the exhaust back together, and a bunch of new stuff's got to go in it. Like new fluids, obviously, new filter I got to put on, new spark plugs I got to put in. But yeah, here she is. So far, so good. And we got some work to do. Got some work to do, but nothing that's out of the ordinary for the time frame that we're looking at right now. So all the exhaust stuff's got to go back on, like I said before. And then we can attempt the first start here, and it should be pretty decent. Oh, what I did was I got new belts and such, so I'm not using anything else here. I think I'm just gonna have to tell this guy, like, yo, you just needed all new belts and such. So it is something that we're at this point, so you might as well do it, because like it's just a waste of money if you go and have somebody else do it while I'm already in here. So might as well just do it. So let me set the camera up somewhere. I'm actually gonna get, I gotta get the spark plugs out and such. But we're gonna go underneath. We're gonna go underneath, make sure everything is right underneath there. Get the exhaust put back on, because I do have a new gasket for that 3. It's around here somewhere. I got it over there, but I got to get the exhaust over here, put it up underneath here, bolt everything together with new gaskets that I got over here. So yeah, just watch me work. Let's go. All right, people, so good news and bad news. So the good news is I have the exhaust manifold back on. The bad news is that you will need at least 2 people. I got this in successfully by myself, but it took me a little trial and tribulations, because I had to line up this gasket here, which make sure that you put a new gasket on. My gasket was already split and coming apart, so make sure you put a new gasket there. So new gaskets here on this side and on this side, so that's good. But I don't know if you guys noticed the issue. So the issue is that I don't have the radiator in, and I need to actually get the lines back on. So I took and put this thing in, and now I might have just like screwed myself here. But the good thing is that that's why I'm here, to show you this video. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time here, get the radiator in. So I'm telling you right now, get the radiator in before, make sure all your lines are secured, then put all of the exhaust stuff on. So yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'm going to rectify this problem, get the radiator in, get all the lines done, and then I will be back to you in a minute. So give me 1 second. All right, people, so hopefully I'm giving you a little insight, but one of the things I forgot to do along with the radiator install is install a new thermostat. So make sure, if you ever had a head gasket issue or have had a head gasket issue, that you make sure that you change your thermostat. More than likely, it might be still good, but the fact that you overheated your engine, it's probably not, it's an easy fix. This is like 15, 20 bucks. Plus the new gasket is like $5. So 25 bucks for all of this. So I got this one from AutoZone here. So I'm gonna install this while we're doing this here. So give me 1 second. I'll get the exhaust back up because that's another thing I forgot to do while I was up in there. So make sure that you're doing this stuff. Preventative maintenance stuff. It's always really good. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, people. So we are at the point where I think we are all done down here. So let's just move. So, all right. So I have the radiator done, and I got the shield, the heat shield for the radiator AC, or not AC, the automatic trans lines done. And the fans are plugged up, as you can tell. It's one there, one there. Petcock is closed. This is all bolted up. The exhaust manifold's all bolted up. This is all bolted up. The triple whatever thing here is all done. Let's see what else. I think that's, honestly, I think that's it down here. So everything is ready to go. So I think all we got to do is go up top. We need to do new belts, these spark plugs, oil, and coolant, really. And I think that'll be it. So yeah, let's let the car down and let's keep it rocking. All right, people, so I've run into a small hiccup here. So the AC compressor, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a lot of belt material jammed up in the ribs here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some time here and I'm gonna clean that off as best I can. And then I can throw the new belt and such on it. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folk, we are at the point where I'm pretty much almost done with all this stuff. So I went with a set of Iridium powers from Denso. This is the number here that I went with. And these plugs just look horrible. The OEM plugs, or the plugs that came out of it. I wanted to upgrade just so that like they would last a little bit longer. If you want to know the stock plug number, it is here. BKR5ES is the stock plug that came out of this car, and we are gonna go with a set of Iridiums. So yeah, we are at the point. So oh boy, I did these couple over here and I did one over here, but you guys already know how to do spark plugs. It's really not that crazy. You gap them, you make sure. I'm one of these people. Listen, I'm one of these people who does not care about Iridium plugs as far as their gapping. I still like to gap them kind of tight. Even with a car like this, I'm probably going to gap them. Oh, well, I have gapped them at like 30-ish or so. Turbo cars, you want to gap them really, really tight. All of my cars, all of my normal, like, you know, turbo cars, they're gapped anywhere from 20 to 25-ish, somewhere around there. But like with a car like, you know, this Forester, it really doesn't need a super tight gap. Anywhere around the 30 mark is good. I think, honestly, like the stock, I didn't even measure them, actually. I think they're probably like 40s or so. But yeah, that is our next thing on the docket here. I cleaned up the this, you know, AC compressor pulley as much as I could, and it came out pretty good. The problem is that the this, you know, whatever, this belt here is the wrong belt. So I got to go back to the store. I did get an alternator belt, AC, or alternator and power steering belt, and I haven't put that on yet because I do want to go to the store and get this. The pulley that I got worked out phenomenal. So like it's an AC Delco idler pulley, so that worked out really, really good. So I'm very, very happy about that. But I will be getting the AC belt in a minute or two, because I'm definitely going to go back to the store before I get this bad boy. Because to be honest with you, all I really need, oil, coolant, 2 belts, put all this stuff back on, and then we can do our first start. So give me a little bit here. Let me get this last you know, spark plug in, and then I can actually put everything back together. So give me 1 second. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So you see what it is. you see what's going on here. I have the funnel out. I did fill this thing with oil. I did put those two, I do have those, I did get that AC belt, so that's good. I do have the alternator and power steering belt, and I do have new coolant in here. It is mixed with water. I got this extended stuff, and it is concentrate. So make sure if you're getting concentrate that you fill it with 50-50 water, 50-50 anti-freeze. So yeah, I think the only thing, to be honest, only thing we really got to do is that's left is to make sure that we check underneath the car, which I already have. There's nothing actively dripping. So yeah, we're gonna start the car up for the first time here and see how this bad boy goes. So the only thing that we actually have to do when everything is done is put the splash shield back on, but we have to make sure that there's no leaks underneath. That's why I put it there. So start this bad boy up. All right, so turn the radio off. Oh, all right, radio off, and we gotta put this thing here all the way up, and we gotta put the heat on all the way up. All right, so roll the window down, and then I can open up the door here because it will get really nasty here. The car sounds infinitely better than when it showed up here, I'll tell you that right now. The reason why I say that is because it was misfiring like crazy, and well, I don't even need to show you. The plugs were just terrible. Plugs were terrible. So the car is running really good. So I'm gonna let this thing sit for a while, and I'm gonna let it build up some heat. What I'm waiting for is for the fans to actually kick on, and then I know that this project will be complete. But for right now, I need to wait. So give me a little bit. I will see you guys in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are actually finished with this job, finally. So I did have a little bit of a mess here. That's why it's important to make sure that you have all your stuff tightened, everything is not leaking, but do have heat, do have AC, which is something that this customer did not have. So yeah, everything looks really good. There is still some, I'm not gonna say drippage, but I cleaned it out with water. I hosed it all down because like I got coolant pretty much everywhere. But like I said before, the car does run really well. And I'm so happy that this project is all finished. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed or learned something from me, because I really do try to help everybody as best I can. Still do have to pull it in and put the splash guard back on, but that's really not that big of a deal. I can put it up on ramps, no big deal. I gotta clean it off actually. But yeah, we are finished. I am happy, so we can move on to the next thing. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. If it helped you in any way, give me a thumbs up. Maybe think about subscribing, and I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.